Welcome back, everyone, here to Bronx Talks. Today, we got a very special video for you guys. We are going to be going over six Yankees free agent targets for the upcoming offseason. We're going to be doing a series of this, similar to what we did for the trade deadline. We did multiple episodes talking about targets for the Yankees. We're not saying the Yankees are going to get all these guys, obviously, but these are just targets and potential options that the Yankees can and probably, should go after. Not all of them, but guys they can go after. And we're just going to be diving into all of that and going to have a discussion about it.
At number 6, I have Carlos Rodon. He will be 30 years old next season, and Fangraphs projects him to get 5 years and around $140 million. Now, I'm sure Yankee fans have heard this name because he was a free agent last offseason. He was in a lot of trade talks this year, but ended up staying with the Giants, and he has been unbelievable for the past 2 seasons, posting ERAs below 3 in 2021 and 2022. He's a lefty, which bodes well in Yankee Stadium, and a lot of his underlying numbers are awesome. High velocity, great four-pitch mix, high strikeout rates, and he generates weak contact. Pretty much the perfect formula. And he's just a really good pitcher. I've wanted him for a while. I think he really completes the Yankees rotation. The reason why I'm kind of doubtful is because the Yankees have already had a few shots to go after this guy. And also, as you're going to find out later in this video, there's other places where the Yankees need to get someone. Another starting pitcher, they don't necessarily need another high top-end pitcher.
The next guy we have at number 5 is Justin Verlander. Obviously pitches for the Houston Astros, in Cy Young finalists this year. Could very, very well win the Cy Young this season. He's made $25 million this season. He's scheduled to make $25 million next season, but he does have an opt-out. And if he does choose to opt out, he could definitely be someone the Yankees could go after, obviously making your team better, adding a Cy Young caliber pitcher, and obviously subtracting the Astros, a team they've had trouble beating, to try to swing the balance a little bit. Justin Verlander was someone the Yankees were heavy on last offseason. They tried to go after him. I believe they offered him a 1 year, 20-something million dollars. Verlander even said himself that the Blue Jays and the Yankees were the second closest team next to the Astros. Obviously, he does have to opt out, so we'll see what happens there. If he does, you're kind of looking at a multi-year deal or an extremely high 1 year deal, which would probably be like 30, 35 million if the Astros are paying him $25 million next year if he doesn't opt out. So it's going to be a lot, but he would definitely be an interesting piece. He's obviously up there in age, but he'd be an interesting one.
At number 4, we have Masataka Yoshida. Excuse my pronunciation if it's wrong. He's going to be 29 years old next season, and he's an outfielder for the Oryx Buffaloes. That's not an MLB team. Although the Oryx Buffaloes, they're likely going to post him, and then posting him means that he'll be eligible to be an MLB free agent, and after getting posted from that day, he'll have 30 days to sign with the team, an MLB team. If he doesn't, then he goes back to Japan. Although it's likely he's going to be posted and then probably signed, and he's pretty legit. Two-time batting champion with a career slash line of 326, 419, 538, and 135 home runs. That's pretty good. His career strikeout rate is the same as Steven Kwan's in 2022 at 9.4, and you'd assume that would go up a little bit facing better pitching in the MLB, but that's still pretty good. And this could be an option for left field, sort of a different option if the Yankees don't want to go with some other guys that we're going to talk about later. But to use as a reference point, Seiya Suzuki, another Japanese player, signed with the Cubs last offseason that got hyped up a lot. He ended up having a pretty good season with the Cubs, very solid. So I would be interested in this happening. It's it's not the most likely thing. The Yankees were also tied in with talks with Seiya Suzuki last offseason, and then nothing really happened. Although it would definitely be cool. Maybe a cheaper option at left field.
At number 3 on our list, we got Andrew Benintendi, was obviously traded to the Yankees this past trade deadline. Got off to a little bit of a slow start, but then he really started to turn it on and was, showing that player the Yankees acquired, and he was looking really, really good. And then unfortunately, he got injured, wrist injury, and he missed the rest of the year. And it was really, really unfortunate. But, the Yankees need a leadoff hitter. Benintendi, he fits a lot of the Yankees' need. Lefty, contact bat, good defense, left field, a position of need. Batted 304 this season. They need a top of the order leadoff guy, and Benintendi is that guy. And I would love bringing Andrew Benintendi back, because the reason the Yankees got him, Christian, is because he fits so many of their needs. And having Benintendi for a full season and long term, I think would be very, very productive for this team. He's expected to get around 60 to 75 million, 4 to 5 years, and 12 to 17 AAV. So I think Benintendi would definitely be a solid piece for the Yankees to bring back.
Number 2, we have Anthony Rizzo. He's projected over $50 million for 3 years. He rejected the Yankees' qualifying offer of around $19.5 million, but that was also only for 1 year. So the annual value he's going to get will probably be a little less than that, but for maybe 2 or 3 years. And I think this guy is a must, other than the guy that we're going to mention next. This is the biggest piece the Yankees have to sign, because after Anthony Rizzo, there's not really anyone else to play first base. You have Josh Bell, who's a worse hitter and much worse defender. You don't want to go there. And I think Rizzo's also so crucial when it just comes to the clubhouse and the general vibe of the Yankees. Plus, you have the shift going away, which a lot of analysts are saying is going to really help a guy like Rizzo. I feel like this is a must. You have to re-sign Anthony Rizzo. You have to do it. There's no one else.
Obviously, number 1, Aaron James Judge. Baj, the MVP, 62 home runs, AL single season home run champ. I mean, what can we say? We need to bring Aaron Judge back. We have to bring Aaron Judge back. I mean, he's Aaron Judge. He's expected to get around $300 to $315 million, around 8 years, and the AAV is 37.5 to around 40 million. So we're gonna have to see how that all this plays out. But Aaron Judge is someone the Yankees need to bring back. He's the captain of the team. He's probably the best. He is the best hitter in baseball, and he's definitely someone the Yankees have to bring back.